All right, let's get started. Doing it slightly different timing today. We're supposed to do it at 9:30, but we finished dinner late, so sorry, we finished dinner early, so I didn't want to stay on too late here. Cool. So I've only got we do a proper back test on NU. Um, and then if you've got time at the end, because I actually want to go through the whole structure, the whole trade management, and obviously back test NU. Then if you have time, we'll go over NJ. Um, But if I don't have time, essentially you can backtest it yourself. It was somewhere around here that played into this, after making that low, after distributing in here. And then this played into the UTAD, as you can see, into the 50% UTAD here. So it was a nice continuation play. This is why it's under my miss, because I actually wanted it to kind of manipulate a bit and then take out all of these sellers here and then come into that 80, especially given that, we were into NFP. So I just thought maybe we would see some manipulation, but we never saw that. And then they played out of the continuation into here and then down it went. So yeah, backtest that for yourself. Okay, cool. Let's start off with NU. Right, so let's see where we are. Okay, cool. So NU, we need to change that about. Just delete some of these things from here. Cool. Okay, so essentially what we've got is hold on, where's high time frame again? Okay, high time frame. Okay, cool. Okay. Okay, so we've got pro trend bullish here. And so my interest is the same. So sorry, high time frame has been maintained by this, which is fine. Intraday will be maintained by this. The only thing that will change was my lower time frame, and that's down here. So let's see, get a clear picture. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's do that. So this is okay. Now, so now that we've got our leg, let's look at our point of interest. Okay. Right. Okay. So we know we've got. Cool. So that's our leg. That's what we're working on. We're pro trend bullish, and we're counter trend intraday or bearish. Okay, so straight away, what we do now is okay. You can see this is our accumulation. You can see this is our registrar. Um, And essentially this whole thing is also a redistro, right? But if you was to just look at this leg here, we know that's our redistro going into an accumulation. And then we know that this is our reaccumulation in here. Okay, cool. So that's what we've got, right? Um, so now that we've got that, let's actually go deeper and let's look at what can we play out of. So let's do the extreme first. Okay. So I like that micro that we have here. Definitely like this micro that we have here. And it seems like this, yeah, so this has been mitigated very nicely. The only thing that hasn't been mitigated would be this here. And I also like that because that's a Thursday POI. Um, cool, so Thursday POI. Yeah, is our Thursday London. Okay. And we've also got New York right in here as well. So this essentially this whole area from my 50 to my 80, that would be good in there to kind of wait for price. It's about 20 pip range from here to there. This would allow me to set a limit on that 80. So I could just set a limit on that 80 and then just wait for price to come there. This is going to be half of there. I'm gonna round it up to 9. Okay. And then essentially we're looking for the new high time frame high, right? Cool. And then that's going to be half of that 0.25 is going to be sitting here. Cool. So that's my extreme there. I would have an alert, have a bunch of alerts, say look for the micro around that 50 if you don't come into it. Now, so that's a limit set. And also like this, okay, so this is my reaccumulation, this is my slingshot. So this is my extreme here. Whole area. And then this here would be my slingshot. Okay. Hold that there. Cool. And, cool. Now I'm gonna go inside this and I'm gonna see what can we do with this. So there is New York Open in here, Thursday. We've also got London Open at the same time. Ideally, if I can get it underneath and then that would be beautiful. And then just off this, I don't know, maybe it's like 2 hour. No, so hold on, let's see. I like that 110. I think I'll just base off that 110. Okay, and then that is all. That's 13 pips, so I'm gonna round it up to what, 14, yeah? Okay, cool. So that's also gonna have half of my limit. So in total, my SC is going to be 0.25. What I'll do is I'll split this into 3. So I'll have a limit. I'll try to look for a micro in here, and I'll try to look for a micro in here. So this essentially is going to be 0.09. Actually, let me do this. Let me do 0.10 here. And it's going to be 0.07, 0.07%. Okay. And we're going to go for that one here. And then if you can get an accumulation, that's where I would use that 0.07. Okay. And again, we're trying to target a new lower time frame high. Cool. So limit 1 is there, limit 2 is here, and that's what we're working on. Cool. And then we'll fast forward. Okay. Cool. And then I'm not even gonna bother try. I mean, I can see the retracement has started. Bunch of lower highs and lower lows. So I'm just gonna wait until price comes into here. I am aware of this price action here. But I just see this is this is the cause of it. So I could see maybe if I can get clean break of order flow and then clean price action here, maybe I will throw something. But if I'm not seeing that, then I'm not gonna try to chase it. Yeah, so that's where we are now. Maybe price has come into that 80. So we'll see how we see if there's any like reaction from this area. No, so there's a little reaction, nothing that maintained, and it just collapsed. Cool. So now we're coming into here again. I would have an alert just above that 50 or maybe at the start of this to say, look for an accumulation. That's what I'll be looking. I've got a limit there. That's it. There's also this entry here. Did that come into? No. Yep. Right, so this one my alert, I guess, will go off. Come down to like a lower time frame to see if you can see anything. So that's Asian coming to London now. Okay, so nothing. Brand price is just coming down, coming down. This is Wednesday, so a couple of pips away from the limit here. I'll drop back down again. I think I'll need this to get taken for me to be able to look at anything. the moment we're just playing inside the range, and then cool, we made a new loss, and now we need essentially that to get taken. This is Asian as well, so I don't doubt that I might have gotten. Okay, and then this is London, so London would have activated me, and then I would need this to break. Cool, so here I'm activated here with 0.10%. Cool. And I'm also liking how we've got an accumulation print in here. And I'll delete this. That's my trading range. Um, no price. I'm just seeing this as like a jump across the creek. That there will be my creek, okay? Cool. Now, so here I've got 0.7% that I can play with. I'm gonna see if we can jump into something in here. What is that here? So that's an 8 pip. So that I can play. And what did I place? That 0.7. Okay. And see if we can get something. Yep, so that'll be enough. We're inside Thursday, we're inside the POI. We've accumulated well. We had Asian lows taken. Asian lows taken. And see if you can get into this as a test entry to go up. And again, I've got 0.7 sitting here. Cool. So that would. Oh, what is that? I'll make that 700 essentially because that's a nice even number. 100 and yeah, that would stay the same really. I would think maybe even bring it down to 8. I think still. Okay, so the low, if you see here, the low is 700. So hopefully that has got us in. Um, if not, let's see if it gives us an. Okay, but that one would definitely get you in now. All right, so that's the one we're in now, and that would give us that test. That there. Cool. And then now we've definitely gone to, so this one, we're going to reduce risk on both of them, yeah? Times 2. We've gone to reduce risk on this one, and we've also gone to reduce risk from that one. Now we just have to see, does price maintain that accumulation, or do we just go down? Cool. Okay, so that one here would have got hit, and look, sucker came right into that 80. Sucker came right into that 80. And I think it gives us another entry, another spring, I think. Yeah, it did. Okay, there we go. So reduce risk here got hit, and then I think it gives us another entry. It gives us another spring. And at the same time, I think we've got, yeah, there we go. So we've got divergence coming in. Yeah, so we've got here, and then we've got here. And what we'll do is we will have a look at AU later on. We'll see what AU has done in terms of divergence. Okay, cool. So we've got another spring, no worries. We've still got 0. Well, we've reduced risk on this one to here, and then we've reduced risk on this one to here as well. So we still got 0.18 left to blend. We'll split that into 0.09 and 0.09 beta. Okay, cool. So we delete that. And then we just shift everything across. All right. And we still need the same thing. So we still need that to work, and that there would be our thing. Okay, cool. Right, so now we just need to get that break. And very sharply, I think we get it. And I think when I looked at this was a nice candle. Not this one. Yeah, this one. Yeah, and 56 was nice, yeah. There we go. Cool. So we took two reduced risk on there, and our price gave us another break inside, still inside our POI, still valid. This is also one of the reasons why I like to split my risk, because of things like that. Now still allows me, even though yes, it's a less of a risk, but still allows me to get in. Cool. Back down. Right, so we've got the boost that we need. And then what we'll do is we'll set a limit here now inside the 80. I'm just going to try and look for confluence. So I'm going to let the pullback start, and I'm going to do a fib from here to here. Okay. So this is where the 80 lies. This is where the 80 lies. So yeah, we'll place it on the 80. I feel like there's much more of a confluence there. We'll be on 90, I think. Count that up to 8.5. Yep. Yeah, so the 80 lined up very nicely. I want to see if there's any like imbalance or anything like that. Nope. Nice little micro like type 4 in there. Nope, okay, there's only a slight imbalance here, but I'm not gonna risk that just for a couple of more pips. Okay. Cool. So half of that is in here. 0.09 is in this. Yep. Yep. Cool. Let's see if we get activated. Cool, so that's that one got us in. And this is where we'll go to reduce risk on that one. Reduce risk here. And then on that reduced risk, we'll then add another entry. Okay, so it looks like price came into this as well. Into the 88 minute. And I guess somewhere in there. Okay, and then go into Asia. Asian here. Reduce risk. I'll be asleep, so I can't really do anything. I would have to go to reduce risk next morning. Cool, and then where we at? So end of Asian 8 o'clock on a Friday, which was yesterday. So we've definitely gone to reduce risk here now, and then we're trying to look for a re-entry. We're gonna try to stack a re-entry. So okay, I like this as imbalance in here, and I like the 80. So I'm gonna play this one into here. Try to go up, and that's the one where reduce risk and break even. And what I'll do is I'll take this 0.09 plus this 0.09, and that would be 0.18. And that's all of the risk that I can throw in this. Cool. Yep, and then to make our schematic, go jump up a Soul Creek there, come back for the test, and then run your sign of weakness here. Sorry, sign of strength. And then we're looking for like a re-entry in here. So that's why I would have a limit with the rest of the risk. Did we get it? Okay, so that would have activated you. And I like this because this is before NFP that has happened. So that's it. Like I'm gonna try to work this now to see if we can go risk free. So if there's anything in there that we can do. Maybe if price takes this, I can go to reduce risk here. Okay, another dive. Okay, now we've got New York coming up. So New York's coming up. Definitely going to break even here, or at least reduce risk. For NFP, definitely. Okay, I mean we've got a micro brief as well. This is the low, so the low, so this would have been enough for you to go to reduce risk. And then now just wait for NFP. And there was NFP. Right, here was NFP. Then very quickly. Cool. Right there, 130, bang. There was this entry as well, which I don't know how someone would have looked at it, but there was this. Price comes back into that 80. You don't have to go for it, you just have to put it under the thing here. Looks like a 3.7 or 8.4 pips. And then just to go and make a new high here. Right, this would have been your 71. if you wanted to hold it there, that's 15 to 1 so far. The 10 to 1 would have been somewhere there. I mean, I saw it, I just didn't take it. Cool. Um, so here's where we're going to go to reduce risk. We're definitely going to reduce risk. We'll go to break even on this now. If we get it, there you go. So we get that right there. So break even now, break even now. And are we sitting at 10 to 1 on this? Any chance? No, so that's a 5 to 1. The 10 to 1 is somewhere here. And the 10 to 1 is somewhere here. Cool, so that's where we're going. We'll take partials at 10 to 1. And partial that. I don't think we get it. Nope. Okay, cool. So we don't get it. The highest I think it went. The highest price went the 8 to 1. This one was a 9 to 1. Eight to 1 here and then 9 to 1. Very close to a 10 to 1, but that's how it is sometimes. So I just thought that was really nice built, really nicely made. This was like a signature trade for me. It was so beautiful. And something I was able to participate in. We'll go over it. Take down, I'll put it in the back of the channel for you. Okay, cool. Yeah, so this is something, so this is something I was able to catch, on this one. So that's where I had my limit set. Was hoping to take it up there. And that's the POY. That was the accumulation. That was when I went to reduce risk. That's the one I was able to catch another entry on and then reduce risk on that one as well. As soon as we saw NFP, I didn't even wait for this. As soon as we saw NFP, I just went to reduce risk. And, this is where we are. Cool. So yeah, so that was NU essentially. Now let's just quickly go over what did that come up to. Cool. So this would have been this is a $360 here, and this one here is an 115. Let's put it. So that's just 1175. So if you're looking at a 25K challenge, I think you've done first step, half of first step. I think you're 50% there. If I'm not cool. I'm gonna check. I think I'm right. I say Blue Guardian, for example, or not. Yeah, so 25. Yeah, so you're halfway through step one, with just this one trade here. I wouldn't even risk a lot. Essentially, we've took a couple of L's here. Not even L's, but we took a couple of reduced risk here. And then you've got an 81 and a 10 to 1. Cool. So that's pretty much it for me, guys. It's a weekend, so I'm trying to keep this short. And I'll see you guys in the next one.